Good morning, TikTok. Good morning, YouTube. How is everybody doing today? Trying to get my light adjusted here. Good morning. Good morning, TikTokers. Good morning, YouTube. If you guys are new here to my TikTok, make sure you go to the top and follow me, and make sure you, if you're on my YouTube, you go to the top and subscribe. How is everybody doing today? I'm in Central Florida, and we've finally had a break in our weather and had some rain yesterday. It has been so hot here last week. It was 100 degrees every day last week. So if you guys are new here, tell me where you're watching from. I love coming on here in the mornings and doing my lives that I can talk to people all over the world, not just the United States. Last week I had somebody from France. I've had several people from Canada. So if you're new here, my name is Casey Humphrey. I'm a 54-year-old wife, mother, empty nester, and digital marketer. Good morning. So 10 years ago, our children moved out of our home. Our last daughter moved out, and we became empty nesters for the first time. And for the next 8 years, my husband and I were capped out on our pay at our jobs. Our income was here, and the cost of living kept rising. So for 8 years, all the things we thought we were going to go do as empty nesters, we couldn't go do because we couldn't afford it. So 2 years ago, I threw myself on the online space and started learning how to make money online. So I have been earning money online now for 2 years, online, doing many different things: Etsy, Amazon affiliate, digital marketing. So I did my first video not my first video, but my video of the morning on TikTok this morning about one day. So I was going to talk about if you're feeling like I was 2 years ago. So for 8 years after our kids moved out, we weren't going and taking the vacations. We were living paycheck to paycheck still. I thought when our last kid moved out, we were going to magically have all this extra money because we weren't feeding them and taking care of them anymore. But like I said, we were capped out at our income, and the cost of living kept going up. So I don't know about you guys, but I used to play this game of one day. So for 8 years, I would tell my husband, one day we're going to pay off our credit card debt. One day we're going to take that vacation to the Keys. One day we're going to take that trip to Alaska. One day we're going to get an RV and go travel the country. Well, you guys, I did that for 8 years. And after the end, about 2 years ago, at the end of the 8 years, I started coming to the realization that one day was not happening for us. One day was not becoming a reality. So if you've watched me or follow me, especially if you're an empty nester or a retiree, make sure you follow me, and make sure you guys like at the top for TikTok. So 2 years ago, I just told my husband, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired that we're stuck home as empty nesters and didn't have the money to go do anything. I mean, we were comfortable. We could maybe go out to eat, but we weren't living any of our dreams that we'd ever thought of or our bucket list. So I jumped online and started Googling how to earn extra income as an empty nester. And I started with some Etsy shops. I did affiliate marketing. After I built 3 Etsy shops, I took a digital marketing course for the first time. And it taught me how to attract customers to my Etsy shops for free on all social media. So that was my first experience with digital marketing. 2 years ago, I didn't even know what digital marketing was. I knew what Etsy was. So once I learned that skill from that first digital marketing course, I was paying for ads for my Etsy stores on Instagram. Then when I took that digital marketing course, I learned how to drive traffic to that Etsy shop without having to pay for ads. So that was my first experience with digital marketing. I soon then took another digital marketing course just to kind of learn more about the marketing to my Etsy stores. And it kind of all just evolved over the past 2 years. So once I did that course, that second course, it said at the bottom, oh, now you have the master resale rights to this. You guys, I didn't even have a clue what a master resale right was. So I learned more about that, and I took that course and I put it up on my social media, and I connected it to the Stan Store, which I didn't know back then what that was either, and tried to promote it. I sold a few of it, but wasn't that successful. So about 7 months ago, Good morning. I stumbled across, 7 months ago, it was a 6-figure blueprint. And so when I took the 6-figure blueprint, it showed you how to set up your automated business, which was exactly what I had been missing and I hadn't learned on how to drive traffic not only to your website, but then to have that automated business working in the background. So I went from 2 years ago, I lived 8 years of one day we're going to pay off our credit cards. One day we'll take that dream vacation. One day never came until I took action. And so 2 years ago, I said I was sick and tired of being sick and tired of living paycheck to paycheck and feeling like our lives were moving on and we were never going to get to do and enjoy the things that we really wanted to. So last year when I discovered the 6-figure blueprint, it showed me exactly how to set my business up with automations that are working in the background. And now I can take my phone and go travel wherever I want. And I can work 2 hours a day from my phone and have that business working for me in the background. That was the missing piece of the puzzle for me when I started 2 years ago. I didn't have any tech skills. So when I took those past digital marketing courses, you had to set up your own email funnels, your own capture page. I had no idea and didn't want to know. I have no tech skills. Good morning. So 2 years later, I now have my automated business working for me. We have our grown children. We have a son that lives in Kentucky and we have a daughter that lives in New Jersey. And that was really all I ever wanted, was to be able to go and visit with them and spend time with them. So I've been a real estate appraiser for 20 years now. And back even 2 years ago, if I wanted to go visit my grown children, I had to fly out on a Friday night and come back on a Monday morning. So I never had time, and then I didn't have the money. Well, now, 2 years later, I can take my phone and go stay as long as I want with them. I really don't even do appraisals anymore. I've gotten out of the appraisal field. I do one every once in a while if somebody needs something. So hopefully with what I'm sharing with y'all today can shave off some of your time. I know in the beginning, like I said, I didn't even understand what digital marketing was. And I think my first reaction was that I was skeptical. I thought it was a scam. I thought, oh, this is too good to be true. But I look back now and it's because I wasn't educated and didn't really understand it. And I had to be really educated and brought up to speed with what 2024, especially now, digital marketing is a career and is a huge career. And when you do digital marketing and you learn digital marketing, you have no cap of your income. So that is the best part, that when I was a real estate appraiser, I was basically capped out at what I got paid per job. My husband is a blue collar worker. He works for the county, for the government, and he's capped out at a job. So the thing I loved about digital marketing, once I learned it, was that once you learn how to attract your perfect customer, you can promote anything online and you have no cap to your income. So it's your own business. You have the freedom to work 2 hours a day from your phone. If you want to work more or less, however, you do it however you want. And that income, once you learn how to make that passive income, the daily pay, there is no cap. So I like to think of it as 2 years ago, I didn't have the right vehicle to get me to my hopes and dreams. So I say to everybody now that I talk to and mentor that digital marketing became that vehicle to get me to my hopes and dreams, taking that vacation or go visiting our grown children and not have the stress and the worry of, if I didn't work as an appraiser, I didn't get paid. I didn't have any vacation time. I didn't have no sick time. I had no retirement. So digital marketing was the vehicle. The money is the vehicle to help me live out my hopes and dreams, go on our vacations, visit my grown children. So if you look at it that way, you can look at digital marketing as a part-time job. You could do it as a full-time job. I found that once I became good at it, that the more I learn, the more I earn. So I don't mind putting in a couple more hours a day. The 2-hour workday is your income producing that you need to do every day to keep your income coming in. But then if you want to put extra hours into it, that's totally up to you. It's your business. You get out of it what you put in. So I found over the past 2 years that it's doing what I'm doing now versus appraisals. It's way more exciting. I have a lot more energy. I'm in a good mood. I was to the point after 19 years of my appraisal job that I was pretty burnt out and tapped out with demands. I was on constant deadline demands. Every appraisal, they would order an appraisal a day and it was due 2 days later. So now to be able to get up and have the freedom to sit in my living room in the air conditioning, get on here. I love getting on lives and talking to everybody. Like I said, this is a worldwide business. When you guys see me on live, I had somebody on here last week from France. I had a couple people from Canada. So my business isn't just capped in the United States, it's worldwide. So if you've been looking at digital marketing or learning how to make money online, it opens up a whole new world once you get used to it. So like I was from good morning, hello. So I was from the generation raised that you go to school, you go to high school, you go to college, you work 30 or 40 years, and then you retire broke. Literally, that's how I feel. So to be able to 2 years ago learn how to tap into the online space, it's so different from the way, if I'm 54, I don't know what age you guys are, but it's so different from the way we were raised. You were raised to go to work, be a dedicated, loyal worker, which there's nothing wrong with that, but you're making money for somebody else. You're building their hopes and dreams. You spend all your life working to never live out. Like I said, I lived for 8 years saying one day we'll pay our credit card debt off, one day. And then after 8 years of saying one day, I soon realized that was not becoming a reality. And when I sat down and looked at our incomes, I'm like, well, we're not going to go from these incomes to being a millionaire. So that's what I'm saying, you guys. Learning to get in the online space and be a digital marketer, promote things, opens you up to a whole nother world of possibilities that you can make income in so many different streams, so many different ways, that it can completely change your whole course and your whole life. Good morning. So I'm especially here for the empty nesters to help you, because I've been through it. Not the empty nester part of your children move out. Mine hit me, which that's hard. It hit me, like I said, after 8 years of our children being gone, that I was depressed because we didn't have the money. I thought that once we quit, we didn't have to feed them and clothe them and do all the things we did, that we were going to have all this extra money. And we didn't, because the cost of living kept doing this. And also, if you're a retiree on here, I'm watching my parents go through it right now. They're in their mid to late 70s, and they both worked 40 or 50 years. They have a little retirement, and they have a little bit of Social Security, and they can pay their bills, but now they don't go do anything. They don't have the money to go do anything, especially over this past year when the price of everything has skyrocketed. So I see them sitting home, it just doesn't seem fair that, and I get so aggravated that I had to be 52 years old before I figured all this out. If I'd have figured this all out when I was 40, I would be a millionaire. So it's a huge difference, and it can change your course of what your future is going to look like, literally by learning a simple skill. Digital marketing is not hard, you guys. Everybody thinks it's hard. They think it's a scam. It's not. It is an online career, and especially in 2024, if you think about it this way, you do everything online. You purchase everything you do online. you communicate with everybody online, you pay your bills online, you shop online. Now you need to learn how to make money online. So if you have reoccurring bills in 2024, you should have a reoccurring income that you learned how to make online and get that passive reoccurring income coming in. And imagine, just to take the stress off of your monthly bills, knowing that you've learned one skill that can now pay your bills recurring every month. And just think about the stress that takes off, that you're not having to worry about living paycheck to paycheck, or you're getting your Social Security check. You have a reoccurring income, a passive income that just every month your bills come in, your bills are paid. That alone changes your life. Then when you get into making extra money, extra passive income, then you're on a whole different level of changing what you do. So, for example, 2 years ago, sorry you guys, I have a dry throat this morning. Good morning. So 2 years ago, I went from one day I'm going to do this, one day I'm going to take that vacation. So now, you guys, I sit and plan, what is my perfect day? So I think about in my mind, what would my perfect day be? And so right now, so I plan my perfect day, and then I go live out that perfect day, and then I plan my next perfect day of how I envision it. So I'm getting ready to go to New Jersey to see our daughter. So my perfect day is going up to stay with her, take my phone, and we get up and go to Starbucks, have our breakfast. We go to the Target in Princeton. They live in New Jersey. For all my ladies on here, that Target in Princeton is a whole nother level. I've never seen another Target. It is posh. So my next perfect day is going to be having Starbucks with my daughter, go to we call it the bougie Target, go to the bougie Target in Princeton, have fun, try on clothes, shop, go have lunch at a Mexican restaurant, come back in the afternoon and relax, and then go back to Princeton for a nice dinner. It sounds simple, but that is going to be my next perfect day. So instead of dreaming of one day I'm going to do this, now I have passive income, and I can take my phone and go work, and I can go have that perfect day. So once I do that perfect day, then I start thinking of my next perfect day. So I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm saying here, the contrast of once you tap into learning how to make money online can completely change where you're at and what your situation are. Now, I know I'm fortunate that we can pay our bills and I have a passive income. For any of y'all on here that are watching that are still working and you're living paycheck to paycheck, if you can start with digital marketing and commit 2 hours a day, I know it's hard when you're still working, but you can do 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at lunch, and an hour at night. You could potentially, within a year, get yourself out of your job and replace that 9-to-5 paycheck with a steady passive income. You guys, digital marketing and the e-learning industry is just like, the e-learning industry sells 1 billion a day online. That is only trending to become more and more and more every year. Because think about it, you guys, every year everybody's using online more and more and more. So this is not digital marketing and e-learning and all that is not going away. It is snowballing and becoming larger and larger. So if you can tap into it and make a little sliver of the pie, that little sliver of the pie can be your passive income to pay your bills and get you out of a situation. Just like if you're working that 9-to-5 and you don't. So everybody is different in what their goals and dreams are and what their financial situation is. All I'm suggesting to you is that working 2 hours a day and start learning how to make income online in any situation can change your situation. So if you're working 9-to-5 and you want to get out of it, Set yourself a goal. Say, I'm going to start learning today, and in 1 year from today, I'm leaving my job. In 1 year from today, I will make enough passive income to leave that job. And you might shock yourself, and you might do it sooner. Or if you're an empty nester still working, like I was, my husband and I 2 years ago. When I started looking online 2 years ago, I was still working full time. I spent every evening and weekend consuming and learning everything that I could online to make money. So I said this yesterday on my live, for those of y'all that were here yesterday, that I feel like until you get to that point of you've had enough, you're the only one that can change the situation. 2 years ago, when I made up my mind, and said, I told my husband, I'm not stopping until I figure a way out of this. Because like I said, I was burnt out on my job. As a real estate appraiser, everybody thinks it's glamorous. Yeah, I got to see a lot of nice houses, but I was also out measuring houses in 100-degree weather every day, and it sucked. So after 19 years, I was ready to get out of it. When you say you've had enough, you will know it's your turn, and you will absorb anything you can to get out of that situation. So when I started 2 years ago, like my old boss used to say to me that he liked young trainees as appraisers because they were hungry. 2 years ago, I was hungry. And I said to my husband, I'm not stopping. And he thought I was joking, and I wasn't. I said, I am every night and weekend until I figure out how to make a passive income, I'm not stopping. And I did it, y'all. Did it take me some time? Yeah, it took me some time because I was 52 years old. There was a little bit of a learning curve there. But I also didn't understand the impact of the internet. You know, you see all these kids making money on YouTube and TikTok, and you think, how is that possible? That just seems too, but it is possible. And the internet is so huge. You guys, I didn't even comprehend back 2 years ago, like today, there's 4.8 billion people on social media each day. And so you can get on social media and do this for free. All you have to do is learn what to promote. Myself, I promote 4 digital programs that are in the e-learning industry that are in high demand. So you want to promote something that is in high demand, and you get on social media, and I have TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Pinterest. I don't pay for one ad. I don't pay any ads, and I have constant flow of traffic, attract my perfect customer to me, which is what I learned through digital marketing. And you have an automated business working in the background, and then you have a passive daily income. And it's not difficult, you guys. Yesterday on my live, if y'all were here or if you're new, so it basically boils down to, when you learn how to do attraction marketing on social media, you have to make 3 social media posts a day, and you have to know how to attract your perfect customer. And there's only a few things you have to learn to do that. Once you do that, and you attract that perfect customer to your website, you get in the algorithm, and the algorithm is bringing you your perfect customer constantly. So it's not difficult. Like I said on here yesterday, I'll break it down as simple as I can. Everybody emails me and DMs me and says, it seems like it would be hard, and I'm kind of skeptical, and does it work? It works. It works. You learn how to get your videos in an algorithm. So don't overthink it. Stop trying to analyze it all. It boils down to, you guys, 2 hours a day. Now, in the beginning, like I said, 2 hours a day is what you need to commit to 7 days a week. That's 14 hours to learn how to do your income earning task. I soaked up all kinds of information because I wanted to learn more. So that's on your level. But 2 hours, y'all, 2 hours per day is 14 hours a week. And you would be amazed if you commit and you're consistent at how much passive income you can make doing that. And so I'll tell you what I do in 2 hours. I get up and check my emails for my businesses. I go on my social media, check all my comments. I reply to every comment on every one of my platforms. Then I make 3 pieces of social media, 3 videos every morning. So checking my emails and checking my comments take 30 minutes. Then I take 30 minutes and I make my 3 videos for my social media. And then I take 1 hour and I do my live. So y'all, it is that easy. Once you do that and you're consistent 7 days a week, you are in the algorithm on your social media. So I post 3 videos a day. 1 long video is 1 minute. I do a 30-second and I do a 10-second. Now, I know at first it freaks people out that, oh, you have to do 3 a day. Once you learn how to do it, y'all, it doesn't even take me 30 minutes. And if you want to do faceless on any of social media, you can do your 3 social media posts even faster because you're not recording a video. Good morning. So like I said in the beginning, if whatever your destination is for your hopes and dreams, let digital marketing and earning money online be your vehicle to get there. And your vehicle to get there is not a very difficult task. It is, like I said, being consistent and working 2 hours a day. Now, in the beginning, you're going to feel a little out of your comfort zone when you first start learning how to make money online. It's no different than the first day you go to your job. So you walk into a job, you don't know everything the first day, but I can tell you guys what, when you're learning how to make money for yourself and everything I promote online is 100% commission to me, you're excited. You're excited to come to work. I get excited. I literally wake up in the morning and I can remember the dread that I used to have to do my appraiser job. Y'all, after 19 years, I literally hated it. I would wake up in the morning. I didn't want to get up. I was in a bad mood. I would drag all morning. I didn't want to deal with the stress. You guys, I wake up now. I'm not kidding. My husband even laughs that I'm up before he is. I'm in a good mood. I'm excited to do my videos, to come on here live. I do live on TikTok and I do live on YouTube. I love it. It is a whole different world. And I think that we get so conditioned, that I was so conditioned. So when I told y'all I was an appraiser, I was paid by the job. Well, then I got to where I was working 6 days a week because the more I grinded, the more I made. But you guys, I grinded so much, I ultimately ended up so burnt out. Number one, all I wanted to do on Sunday was sleep because I was so exhausted. And even my own husband didn't want to be around me during the week because I was so stressed out. That job had so much pressure, deadlines. You know, my house has got to appraise. You need to hurry up. We need to close. It was constant. So, of course, now I can come make some 3 videos a day. Are you kidding me? And get out of that? Yeah, I can make 3 videos a day. And even 2 years ago, I told my daughter that I would never post my face on any social media. And you guys, I've been on TikTok now for over a year and it doesn't even bother me. And what that boils down to is ultimately you're the brand. You are the brand. You are yourself. And all you have to be is yourself. You don't have to be anybody else. If you're on here watching me today, you must be attracted to something. And if you come on here and you're not, just keep scrolling. And if you keep scrolling, I don't even know you're scrolling. And so this is it's basically a rejection-free business. I don't have to deal with rejection. Like I said, you're here for a reason. And when you start learning on how to make money online and become a digital marketer, the more you learn, the more confident you feel. It doesn't bother you because I'm on here just being myself. And that's all you have to be. You know, people want a connection. They want to know, like, and trust you. So you really don't want to come on and try to be something you're not or be phony. I'm here to help. My goal right now, and has been for the last year, is to help empty nesters and retirees. If you're an empty nester on here, a retiree, I want y'all to know that you don't have to live paycheck to paycheck, and you don't have to give up on your dreams. You don't have to do that. In 2024, it is the most beginner friendly it has ever been to make money online. So I don't cut anybody any slack. I don't care if you're 40, 50, 60, or 70, or even 80. If you have a social media account, you can do this. It is that beginner friendly. And all you have to do is copy and paste. And if you don't know how to copy and paste, you can email me. I will get on the phone with you and I will help you copy and paste, because that's as hard as it gets, y'all. So if you need a vehicle to get you from your situation now to where your hopes and dreams are, digital marketing can be that vehicle. Digital marketing can change that whole situation for you. But like I said, you've got to make that up in yourself. Are you ready to open your mind, work 2 hours a day, and be coachable? So, I had to humble myself. When it comes to appraisers, for 19 years, I was an expert. I'm an expert level appraiser. I had people calling on me every day, from attorneys to I'm an expert level appraiser. So I'm used to walking in my job and being the top dog and knowing what I'm doing. When I started digital marketing, I didn't even know what digital marketing was. So I had to humble myself and say, okay, you've never done this before. You don't know anything about it. Let's learn. Let's open your mind. I had to open my mind and say, I'm going to learn a new skill, even at 52 years old. And you guys, it changed everything for me. Everything. 2 years ago, I had no hope. I thought I was going to have to work till I was 70 years old. Literally, that is conversations my husband and I had. He turned 60. Well, 2 years ago, he was 59. And we were having conversations back then of him even working until he was 70 or 72. You guys, those conversations sucked. Because I don't think anybody should have to work until they're 70 or 72 to just pay the bills. So you guys, this changed all of it for us. Me humbling myself 2 years ago and saying, I don't know how to do this, but I'm going to learn. And it might take me a while, but I'm going to do it. And I did it. So I guess in one of my videos the other day, I talked about investing in yourself. That's kind of what I had to do 2 years ago. It was very hard for me to say, I know everything in the appraisal world, but then I step over here to digital marketing and I know nothing, because I knew nothing. I didn't even know how to post a video on TikTok. Good morning. So when you give yourself a little bit of grace and give yourself a little bit of patience, you will be shocked and amazed at what you can accomplish. And I have this conversation every day with everybody that making money online, y'all, is the easiest it has ever been. It truly is. I said to somebody the other day, I could tell you right now 10 things you could do off the top of my head that in the next week or two you would start generating income. But you guys, that's because 2 years ago I learned and I shift my mindset, and I know all the opportunities out there. I have a lot of opportunities going on. I have a lot of streams of income. And like I said, when I get off here today, I've been working on a Pinterest account, doing my Pinterest for my digital marketing, which is faceless. And I'm excited to go do it because it's just creating me another stream of income. So you guys, when you invest in yourself and you know the money's coming back to you, you don't care how much time it spends. So I get off here today and I'm done with my 2-hour workday. I go in my office, I turn on Netflix, I copy and paste my Pinterest. I pre-schedule my Pinterest out for the next week or two. And for those of y'all that don't want to put your face on something, y'all, if you want to do Faceless is killing it on Instagram and Pinterest. And when you learn how to do your social media posts on those two, you can be just as successful as showing your face. And it is just as easy as sitting at your laptop or your computer and turn a movie on or turn a show on you want to watch, and you can pre-schedule all your posts. So you guys, not only that, this is what I'm talking about. Not only do I take my phone now where I go and work, I work my 2 hours every day, but I can sit at my desk and turn a movie on and pre-schedule my post on Pinterest or Instagram for a month. They'll let you do them for 30 days ahead. And then I've got Pinterest and Instagram working for me all month, and I don't even touch it every 30 days. So that's what I'm saying, you guys. Versus being stuck in a situation you're in now and you don't know what vehicle to use to get to your hopes and dreams, digital marketing is an excellent vehicle. Like I said, you can look at it as a part-time job, or if you have the time, you can invest it as a full-time job. Like I said, the more you learn, the more you earn. But you can learn how to make daily pay and a passive income as a beginner. So let's just say you purchase one of my programs today. I promote the Legacy Builder program. There's 4 programs. You can go to that link in my bio and put your email, and I'll email them back to you. You can purchase one of those 4 programs, $100, $300, $600, $900. It takes you right into building your website today. Not building it, you just put your pictures, and you're open for business tomorrow morning. And the $900 Legacy Builder is the most popular program right now. So you plug in today, you get your website, put your pictures, you're open for business. As a beginner, what if you're making $900 a week as a beginner with the Legacy Builder program? That's what, that's $3,600 a month as a beginner. And that $900 Legacy program, the reason it's so popular is because there's nothing else like it, that it sets you up, and you can be set up in one day in your business by copying and pasting. Open your doors tomorrow morning, and it tells you from day one, y'all, there's nothing that's ever been this easy. It tells you on day 1 what to do, day 2 what to do, day 3 what to do, day 4 what to do. And you could be making $900 a week as a beginner. So when you do the 900, you can promote 900, 600, 300, and 100. So right off the bat, you have 4 streams of income. So as a beginner, you plug in two hours a day, you do your 3 posts a day, you learn how to get in the algorithm. You could be at $3,600 in a month as a beginner. So this is what I'm saying, especially if y'all are on here watching paycheck to paycheck, you're still working, that you could set a goal. I've seen several people in our digital growth community. Amy last year, she quit 2 jobs. She had a day job and a part-time job. She quit all those jobs in 10 weeks. Y'all, that is not uncommon. Daryl, I posted yesterday about him. He's a welder in our digital growth community. He quit his job after 4 or 5 months and now has fully replaced his income. So it just depends on where you're at. But if you are still working that 9 to 5, you can start plugging in 2 hours a day. You have to just set the goal for yourself in 6, 9, 12 months, replace that entire income and have passive income. And like I said, if you're an empty nester like myself, a lot of empty nesters can pay their bills, but they just want to take their phone and go travel. Taking your phone and going wherever you want. You can stay wherever you want as long as you want because you're working from your phone. And especially if you're retired. So we have the digital growth community that all of us that promote the Legacy Builder belong to. And Barb, I'm thinking of her, she's the one off the top of my head, her and her husband took their RV and they travel all over the United States, and she does 2 hours a day from her phone in her RV and makes a consistent passive income. So you guys, in 2024, it is not like it used to be, that you have to go slave 40, 50, 60 hours a week to make an income. So think about the freedom now that you can learn one simple skill of being a digital marketer, and that all that simple skill is learning how to attract your perfect customer. And the Legacy Builder shows you all of that. The Legacy Builder sets you up, shows you exactly how to set up all your social media. It shows you how to attract your customer, shows you how to post 3 times a day, shows you exactly what to put in it. It has a whole module on Faceless that you can use Faceless pictures, Faceless videos. It gives you everything. You guys, this is like a beginner business in a box that you unlock it today, figure out which program you want to start with. You go right into building your website. I can't say build. You don't build it. The website's there. You just have to put your pictures. Do your website, and then within maybe 4 hours, you were open for business. And like I said, then it starts with day 1, day 2. This is the easiest it has ever been. So if you're an empty nester or you're retired, you're not too old, you don't have to have tech skills, and if you have a phone and you have social media, you can do it. Good morning. Does anybody have any questions? Where are you guys watching from? Good morning, Lorraine. Good morning. Where are you guys watching from today? I'm in Clermont, Florida, which we're about halfway between Tampa and Orlando. My husband and I were born and raised in Florida, and then we raised our kids in Clermont. But last week, we've had every day last week was 100 degrees. And I was born and raised here, and I'm used to the heat. But we had a massive heat wave. But yesterday, we finally got some rain, and it's finally cooled off a little. It's still a little humid, but it's way nicer than it was. So if you guys do me a favor. If you've heard of digital marketing before, put a 1. If you've never heard of digital marketing like I was 2 years ago, put a 0. I would just be interesting to see what you guys know about digital marketing. So if you know what digital marketing is, put a 1 in the comments. If you've never heard of digital marketing, put 0. Good morning. All right, guys, anybody out there? Hello? Y'all gotta talk. Nobody's saying anything. Come on, hang in there with me. So I'll show you guys real quick what Legacy Builder, what the automations are. So if you go up there to the link in my bio, and when you do get your Legacy program, you have the same thing. Put your best email address, and that goes straight to me, and I'm gonna email you back all the programs. If you just want to look and get a breakdown, if you can't stick around. So this is one of your automated pages when you do Legacy Builder. So this is what when people click on your website, this is exactly what's going to come up, and your customer's going to put their email address here, and then you are going to email them back through your automated email, and you're going to take your customer on a journey and show them exactly what you're doing. So you guys, that way you don't talk to any customers. So this is what your customer, they're going to see a video. And then let me get to this page. Hold on. And then it's going to take them to your personal website. So your website will show your customer, just like this one does, 600, 300, and 100. And these all have installment plans. So your customer is going to go to your website, and they're going to see everything that you're promoting. And they can purchase right then. 100% goes to your checking account, and you don't even have to speak to your customer. So that is part of the automated system that you get with your setup with Legacy Builder. And then your other part of your automated is your videos.
I haven't said this.
So I started with TikTok last year as my first platform. So you need to pick a platform, learn it, and then start doing a second and a third one. So I started with TikTok. Now, every one of these videos, TikTok is a search engine. People go to the top to search for their interest. So when they go on here and put empty nester searching extra income, they're more than likely going to come across one of my videos, because that's all I talk about is empty nesters and retirees earning extra income. So this is your digital real estate. This is working for you in the background, just like your other automations. So a week or two ago, I had a video on here that I posted in the evening, went to bed, got up the next morning, it had 9,000 views. Well, I can't talk to 9,000 people. Then 4,500 of those people, they went to the top and went to the link in my bio. I don't know if you can see it, my website, paydailytoday.com. And they put their email in, and then in the next couple of days, my emailed them back, and 1 out of 20 purchases your program. And you guys, I didn't talk to anybody. There's no way I could even talk to 45 people in a day. So this is what I'm saying about...
If you're an empty nester or a retiree...
Sorry. So this is what I'm talking about. In this day and age, that you can handle bulk and promote your digital products online without having to speak to all these people. Think of it this way. Amazon has the most, they perfected automations. So think about Amazon. When you go on there and you go on Amazon, you don't talk to anybody. You go on there and put what you want, and 2 hours later, it's at your front door. So Amazon perfected automations. They don't have anybody answering the phones. And then if you want to return something, all you do is go hit return, and you print the label and go take it back. You still don't talk to anybody. So now, everyday people like you and I can have the same automation set up, just like Amazon did and perfected it. So now you can have it, and this is part of what creates that passive daily income, is because you can handle the bulk. You can handle bulk customers. You can have as many customers as you want coming through your automations, and you're not having to get on the phone and explain anything to anybody. You're not DMing, you're not getting on the phone, you're not bugging your friends and family. You have bulk customers coming through your automations, and that's all working for you. That's why we all say you can work 2 hours a day from your phone and do your income earning task on your phone, and then you've got all your automations set up working for you. So going back 2 years ago when I started and I took those digital marketing courses, I didn't know any of this. I didn't know what an automation was. I never even thought about it. But it was the missing link for me in order to talk to bulk customers all through social media platforms that are free. So I come on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on Pinterest, and I don't pay for anything. So you guys, once you invest in your initial program, you're done. You don't have any other monthly fees. Doesn't cost you anything. So for $900, and then you have to pay a website fee, is $29. So $900, that is my most popular course right now. So say you pay $929 today, and you get your program and you get started and open your business by tomorrow morning, you don't ever have another bill. You learn how to make passive money, and you're not paying for anything else. Everything you learn on social media through attraction marketing is free. You're not running no ads. You don't have no overhead. You don't have no physical products. You know, I talked about being an appraiser. It cost me $3,000 a month to keep that appraisal company open. I had to have a huge insurance policy for liability. I had to have all these tech programs. I had to have software. $3,000 a month, y'all. So I basically used to work at least a week or half a week to keep my doors open. And when I saw this, I mean, you can purchase a program today for less than you pay for that big screen TV on the wall, or less than you paid for this phone. And when you go up there to that link in my bio and you scroll down, there's installment plans. So by the time you make your first installment in 30 days, you're learning and earning. So as a one-time investment, I looked at this and said, this is a no-brainer. No-brainer. You have everything you need to make passive daily pay and no monthly fees. So you're going to make that investment back. As soon as you make that one-time investment back, then you're just on profit mode. Continuous profit. Good morning. All right, guys, so I'm going to get off here for today since nobody's speaking to me. Good morning. How are y'all? If you're new to my TikTok, make sure you follow me. I go live every day at 10:30. And if you're on my YouTube, go to the top and subscribe. And on my YouTube, I post my TikTok lives every day. I wish TikTok would let us download our lives. So on YouTube, every day I can put my live on there as a replay and people on YouTube can see it, but TikTok doesn't do that yet. So I wish they would. Good morning. So if you guys have any more questions or you just came in at the end, go up there to that link in my bio, put your best email address. I answer my emails every morning, so I will answer you. All you have to do is email me back, ask me any questions. I answer them every morning. So I've already answered emails this morning, and tomorrow morning, within 24 hours, I will respond to you. So does anybody have any questions before I go? All right, you guys. Well, I hope that you learned something new today. And like I said, make sure you follow me and join me every day at 10:30 a.m. I talk about something different every day. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I will see you tomorrow morning.